Hi, my dear friends. Welcome back to another class of SQL on this Analytic Nerd channel. And after the SQL series is done, then I shall also begin with other topics of data science and data analytics. So, in this class, we shall see the usage of case when. Case when. Okay. Now, first of all, let us activate our main database that we have been using for the last couple of classes. That is class 2 database and execute. Line number 2 is executed, class 2 database is activated. Whatever tables we have under it, then we will be able to use those tables. So if you focus on line number 139, select asterisk from emp underscore inc. I hope you remember, all of you basically remember this particular table emp underscore inc. It is a hypothetical table that I had created, and all these values under all these fields are all hypothetical values. And this we have been using for understanding purposes. Like EID values are all hypothetical, then department DEPT values are all hypothetical, DESI values are all hypothetical. There is designation is for department, and salary values all hypothetical. But this kind of table and this kind of database objects only we get to deal with in the real industry, in the real industries. Okay. So all the records are shown from this particular table emp underscore inc. Now you see in line number 141, select EID as emp underscore id. So EID field will be displayed, and when it will be displayed, then the name will be emp underscore id. This we have seen. DEPT, which is department, as emp underscore department. That is emp underscore DEPT means this department field DEPT, when it will be displayed, then the name of the field will be emp underscore DEPT. And similarly, salary also will be displayed, and when it will be displayed, then the name of the field will be emp underscore sal. Okay. So these three fields we are going to display: EID, then your DEPT, and salary. And their alias names are given here, like for EID, EMP underscore ID. For DEPT, it is EMP underscore department, that is DEPT, EMP underscore DEPT. And for salary, it is EMP underscore sal. Okay. Comma. Then after this, you have to give comma and go to the next line. Case when. Okay, here we are going to insert some conditions. Case when salary greater than 2540, that means 250,000, then HIG. So with this case, what will happen is that all those basically all those employees whose salary values are greater than 250,000, they will fall under HIG. HIG full form here, basically what I trying to imply is high income group. Okay. When salary, in the next line 143, when salary between 150,000 and 250,000, then MIG. So the next condition is, though those employees whose salary values lie in this range, that is between 150,000 and 250,000, they will fall under MIG, that is middle income group. Else SIG. So the other condition is those who do not fall in either of these conditions. That is, neither they fall in this condition and neither they fall in this condition. Then for them, they will fall under this category, which is SIG. SIG stands for small income group. and as and as inc underscore group. So ultimately what will happen is that these three fields will be displayed: EID, then DEPT, and salary. Okay, these will be displayed, and another additional column will be displayed, which will be known as inc underscore group. That is some arbitrary random name I've taken here, just like the other arbitrary random names. Inc underscore group, this by another column will be formed, fourth column, whose name will be inc underscore group. And under this group only, you will see HIG, then MIG, then SIG. These values being there. These values will be there under this field, and these values will be corresponding to those employees who basically fall to these situations or to these conditions, who like only those employees whose salary values are greater than 250,000. For them, the corresponding values under the INC underscore group will be HIG. And those people who do not fall in this condition but fall in this condition where their salary values lie between 150,000 and 250,000, then for them the corresponding INC underscore group value will be MIG. And those candidates or those employees who do not fall in either of these groups, they will fall ultimately under the SIG group. Okay, that's why the here the keyword is else. Okay, and from which table we are taking from EMP underscore INC, and lastly order by salary. So we know that if I want to display the salary in ascending order, here order by salary will ensure what? Now this salary field, it will be basically displayed in ascending order, and accordingly the EID, DEPT, DAISY values will also be arranged. Okay, as far as the salary values, which will be arranged in ascending order, and accordingly the INC underscore group will be also arranged. Okay, so definitely ascending order means from lower to higher. So lower means you will start with SIG, lower to higher you're going. That means after some SIG rows, then you will have some MIG rows, and then after those MIG rows, you will have HIG rows. So select everything that is lines 141 to 146, hit the execute button, and here you go. As I stated to you, the see under this INC group, the first couple of rows consist of SIG because of the salary values. As you can see, 42005, 45005, 50005. You can see this is the salary column which is being displayed as EMP underscore sal, and this column is adjusted in ascending order, and accordingly EMP underscore ID, EMP underscore department values will be also adjusted. And since these values, they are neither greater than 250,000, neither they fall between 150,000 and 250,000, that means these categories of employees will fall under the SIG group, that is small income group. Okay, and as you go down, the salary keeps on increasing, you see. And now you're here, you have MIG. Why? Because here the salary value is 115,025. So definitely it lies in this second condition, where it lies between 150,000 and 250,000, and that's why the INC underscore group value is MIG. Look at this candidate. The salary of this employee is 148,552, which is lower than 150,000. Minimum, if one has to fall in this group, then the minimum salary value has to be 150,000. Maximum salary value has to be 250,000, 250,000. Whoever falls in this group shall fall under the MIG category. Okay, so definitely 148,552 does not fall in this group. It is lower than 150,000. So that means SIG group. But after that, 150,000 starts, then you have the MIG group. And this shall continue up to 250,000. Goes. Now you see here, this is the last MIG value. And what is the AMP underscore sal value? 248,601, which is definitely lower than 250,000. Okay. And then the next salary value is 252,005, which is greater than 250,000. That means now this condition will be applied, where the salary is greater than 250,000, then you have HIG value, high income group. So this value 252,005 is definitely greater than 250,000. So now from now onwards, this candidate and the rest of the candidates, definitely as it is arranged in the ascending order, they shall fall in this under this high income group value. So 252,005 HIG, 265,577 HIG. You see salary values are in ascending order, and accordingly the last group that you have is HIG. So I hope you guys have liked this. My dear friends, you have liked this video very much. And if you have liked this video, kindly hit the like, share, and subscribe button, and press the bell icon for notifications. So that's it for this class. Thank you.